Good evening, Mustang Nation, and welcome back to Essentia Health, or the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium, for tonight's wrestling triangular between Valley City, Fargo North, and your West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. I'm Tristan Murrock. Joined alongside me is Chris Zink. Chris, it's good to be back.
Yeah, I'll take it a step further. It's awesome to be back. Fall sports at Cheyenne went exceedingly well. We started the winter sports season. I think wrestling might be kicking it off. I know basketball has got maybe games tonight. Hockey had a big win against Davies the other night. So fall sports are over. Winter sports are going. We're underway.
Yeah. It's good to be back, especially coming off of last year's great wrestling year for the Mustangs, coming off a second place ending at state, followed by a couple of wins at the state tournament last year. Respectfully enough, earning almost 9 guys in the top 5 placements for the Class A based off the coaches poll this year. One of them including your son Landon, actually.
Landon's in the poll. He was fortunate enough to be part of the football team, and they had a good season. And now we're going to kick off with wrestling. So, triangular tonight for those people that are first-time listeners, which we love to welcome all listeners. We would love to have you be a long-time listener and watcher. Wrestling frequently has like a triangular, right? So there's 3 teams here tonight: us and Valley City, Valley and Fargo North. Right now we're going to wrestle Valley City. North and Valley City will wrestle next, and then we'll wrestle Fargo North at the end of the night. So what it does, minimizes travel, it gets your kids a bunch of matches, and allows fans to see a bunch of wrestling at a one-stop destination. So we'll get into it later, but there are several, I don't want to say monumental, but fairly significant rule changes implemented in high school wrestling this year. So kind of exciting, a couple things I'm going to say about myself. I am a longtime wrestler. I am a longtime coach and a forever fan. Some rule changes this year for high school wrestling that were implemented that I think streamline what you see on TV, because it's hard to watch a college match on TV. Then you come to Mustang Media, shameless plug, yeah, and you see different rules, right? You see different things going on. It's awesome that they implemented some rule changes in high school that make it consistent with college, which is what you see on TV. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy for the kids, because I think some of these rule changes are long overdue. So we'll get to all those as we go through. But that's kind of my 2 cents to get started on the year. It's awesome to be back. I think Mustang Media does a great job. So we're super, as fans and parents, we're super appreciative of what they do.
So with that, we'll get into player introductions and anthem here. We'll stick around for player introductions, step away for the anthem here really quick, and we'll be back after that.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, yes, I think so.
I didn't know that I'd play football. I didn't know I'd go pro. I didn't even know if I'd get game time or score a touchdown. But there's one thing I always knew. That I'd never give up.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, yes, I think so.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
So then when I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them, because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us.
Our goal is to get the best possible outcome for the patient. It's just a great feeling to know that you help that patient get back to doing the things they want to do.
And now I have a new hip that feels fantastic.
If you're thinking about growing your family someday, we'd like to remind you of one simple thing. Babies bring us joy. With an unwavering commitment to delivering the highest quality care, Essentia Health is ready when your someday arrives. Essentia Health, caring for you and your future.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
So then when I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them, because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us.
Our goal is to get the best possible outcome for the patient. It's just a great feeling to know that you help that patient get back to doing the things they want to do.
And now I have a new hip that feels fantastic.
Welcome back, folks. Just in time for our first match of the night here.
Just in time, like really, we came on as the whistle blew, so that's perfect. Good timing for you guys. Oh, that's a good shot, Jack. Jack Clemenson. Oh, there you go, buddy. So the first thing you're gonna notice as a fan, if you're in any way familiar with wrestling, is high school switched to a 3-point takedown this year. So takedowns are worth 3. escapes are still worth 1. And I think the rationale behind that was they kind of wanted to award the offensive wrestler, make it a little bit of a difference, because last year and for 100 years before that, a takedown was worth 2 and an escape was worth 1. So you got an offensive wrestler who takes a lot of risk and does, theoretically everything that's right. And if he takes him down and the other guy escapes after the first period, he's got a 1-point score difference. So they said let's reward the offensive wrestler more. We'll give him 3 for a takedown. Escape is still worth 1. So
Jack's got 30 here.
he's got a crate. Oh, there. Okay. $15 seconds left. He's in the middle of the mat. He's got him in a good spot. So we addressed the first big rule change. Second big rule change is if you used to be able to get 2 or 3 point near falls in high school. 2 point near fall was 2 seconds or 2 to 4 seconds. 3 point near fall was 5 or more seconds. Now you get 2, 3, or 4 point near falls based on how long you hold the guy down. So if he's on his back for 2 seconds, you get 2, 3 seconds, you get 3, 4 seconds, you get 4. So kind of makes sense, right? It's easy to explain. So that's how Jack leads. Okay, so that's how he got to 7-0 after the first, and then he got a reversal. There, from we started down. He got the reversal. It's now 9-0. And for those of you that are new viewers or listeners, my name's Chris. I had a kid on the team last year. I had 2 kids on the team last year. I still got 1 kid on the team, and I'm just a fan with a microphone. So if I'm going to try and do everything right. Sometimes I don't, but that's okay. We're going to get through it together. So. Good job by Jack to follow there. And it's, some of these scoring changes that we talked about, they're incentivize taking risks. We want kids to go for takedowns because they're worth 3 now. We want kids to try and pin people and turn them to their back because you can get 4 near falls. So that's good. That hopefully incentivizes more wrestling. So.
Jack collects another 2 there.
3, Tristan. 3.
Actually.
Yep. 3 this year.
Trapp's just really struggling to gain that upper hand. Got to his feet there for a second. So we got 5 seconds left in the second.
So, choose neutral. And again, for our fans out there, since it's the first match, the second period, based on a coin flip prior to the match, they'll decide who gets their choice. Second period, third period, all that stuff. It's all kind of all predetermined before the duel. So here's the challenge for Jack right now. If you get ahead by 15 or more, they'll stop the match and call it a technical fall and give you 5 team points. The challenge is if you pin your opponent. 15 to 1. What'd I miss? If you get ahead by 15 or more, they'll call it a technical fall, and you'll get 5 team points. If you pin your opponent, you'll get 16 points. And I think really, to his credit, the referee acknowledged the mistake. I think he just made a mistake and stopped the match because he thought it was a tech fall. It's not. So we're back to wrestling. Oh, good, Jack. Good. Pulling that elbow. Okay, so let's think this through with Jack. If I pin him, I get 6 for my team. If I get a tech fall, I get 5. So he's in a good position for a tech fall, but if he gets a pin, he gets 1 more team point. Will it matter tonight? I have no idea. But kind of, is that your mindset? Like,
30 seconds left.
there you go. Okay, so now we're good. Now we're up by 16. So. Good job, Jack. So if you're seeing the broadcast, the official is holding up his right hand. That means the green team has to report first. It also means the green team gets their choice second period. So kind of one of those procedural things where you say, why is he doing that? How do we get to that point? Grady Olofsson had some varsity matches last year, for sure.
Grady Olofsson ranked 7th coming out of the preseason poll. For the 114-pound class.
So it's gonna for a long-time wrestling guy like me, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to a 3-point takedown. I think it's a good change, but it's definitely something different than what you're used to. So one of the other big rule changes, we talked about takedowns, we talked about near falls. One of the other big rule changes is the out of bounds. I think they made an awesome decision to be more consistent with college. And you're either in or, oh, Grady turned him over there. Attaboy. That's tight. He's got 50 seconds left. I'll come back to that out of bounds. So there's your first, maybe not your first, but one of the 4-point near falls for 4 seconds.
Grady's got 30 now. 16-14 win-loss last year or a career wins-loss for Grady, along with 8 pins.
So you got him down here. Keep him on the mat. Don't go off the mat. You don't. Oh, 1, 2. We got it. Yep, that's 2 near fall. Good job. I said don't go off. I said keep him on the mat. Don't go off. Grady did just that. Good work, buddy. So we had our choice second period. We deferred, and Valley City chose to go neutral. If you have to report first, you'll have your choice in the second period. Your choices there, up, down, neutral, or defer. A lot of times you see guys defer and they say, I'll just take my choice third period instead of second. That's good work, Grady. Grind it on a little bit here. Got a big lead. Now, I don't want to get the cart ahead of the horse here, but maybe at this point. So if you get the 4-point near fall, you go to a tech fall. Do you use a move that gets you a 4-point near fall, or do you use a move that gets you a pin? Looks like you got 3, and that's going to be the tech ball. I should have stopped it. Good job, Grady. Good start, buddy.
Two tech falls to start us off, puts the Mustangs up 10-0 after 2.
So you'll see the official holding up his red wristband. So red is normally the visitor, green is normally home. So if he holds up red, that means red has to report first. Strategy-wise, sometimes it comes into play about which kid you're going to wrestle or not. And we'll follow that up with in the second period. Red is going to have their choice first. You got to report first and get your choice first. So there's 3-1 us. Get your legs back, Kate. Right here, get your legs back. Put pressure down with your hips. You're doing a good job taking away part of his opponent's base. Legs back, legs back. There, good, good. Here we go. See, now the Valley City kid's flat on the mat. We got to take advantage of that. Stalemate, first stalemate of the night. Stalemate is called when the official says, I don't think there's going to be much action from this position. So we're just going to start again. And you start again from whatever position you were before that. In this instance, it was neutral, so. We got about 20 seconds left in the first, 3-1 lead. If I was encouraging him to do anything, I'd say pressure on his head. Okay, keep snapping his head down.
Trying to get that leg.
Nothing. Good scramble, guys. Not sure how much our fans online can hear our coaches, but one of the coaches yelled, "Don't force it," because I think Cormac was trying to get a takedown without a setup. Okay, so if you follow wrestling, you got to set them up. You got to snap their head. That's a good shot. Oh. Keep battling, buddy. Keep battling. No, don't give that up yet. Don't give that up yet. Okay, to revisit, that was 3 Valley City. To revisit, don't try and set the table without getting everything out and getting it ready, right? So you need setups to finish your moves. A minute to go. Valley City leads 4-3. Fighting, buddy. No, keep fighting. One of the other biggest rule changes this year, besides the 3-point takedown and the differences in near fall, is the out of bounds rule. I think they did an awesome job. They clarified it for all of us fans. You're either in bounds or out of bounds. Previous years, there was something. I don't even freaking understand it. If you have this point in and that point out. Now, if you have one supporting point in, you're in. If all of your supporting points are out, you're out. And I think that clarifies it for everybody involved. Okay, so we gave up 3 more near fall, down 7-3 here, coming in third. Early in the season, young kids, what are you looking for? You're looking for a fight, right? Are you going to battle? Are you going to keep wrestling? So, you know, with the new near fall rules, you turn a kid who's back, you're right back in it, right? 7-3. You can get to 7-7, hopefully.
Decent position.
Easier said than done, Chris, right? The bottom guy's not wanting to get turned over either, so. Oh. Reversal for Valley City takes it to 9-3. Yeah, kind of. Watch some fan stuff, fan reaction to the new rules. Things can get out of hand real quick, right? The referee just awarded 4 near fall, so you know a reversal to the back is 6 points. A takedown to the back is 7 points. So things can get out of hand pretty quick, but I think the general consensus is we want to reward offensive wrestling. So.
Down 13-3 here.
So we gotta, you know, we're fighting for the team here. You gotta stay off your back. Come on, buddy. Good fight. Learn another thing to talk about early in the season. You gotta learn. So. I was looking at the scoreboard for a second. I'm like, why don't they give the
Went
home
down to 0 here.
They don't give the home team the points. Like, come on, man. Jackson Alexander gets a forfeit win. Chase Clemenson up for the Mustangs. 9th grade now. 2-year starter, so he's been around the block.
Decent start early on here. Definitely a great spot right now.
You're in a good spot here. Minute 15 on the clock, middle of the mat. You think of the snake that every time you move, you squeeze a little more. It's kind of what's going on at the moment. Each time somebody adjusts, you try and adjust a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter. There it is.
So Chase gets his first pin on the year. Putting the Mustangs up 16-6, I believe.
I think the home team scoreboard operator hates us. So if we were having a marquee matchup for this duel, I think this would be one. Colton Griebel, 2-time state champ and 1-time runner-up. Jetton was a placer for us last year, so. So my son Landon, who's on the team, has wrestled Colton a bunch of times, and I think he lost every single time. So, unfortunately, I know what Colton does well. That's a lot of things. So my advice to Jetton: be active on the bottom here. The longer you're down there, the closer Colton's going to be to a turn, right? So he's locking some stuff up. So let's be active on the bottom. Coming up. Referee signals potentially dangerous. So that's a situation he says might turn into an injury type situation for the kids. So let's stop it before it gets there, and we'll start again. Potentially dangerous, we start back in whatever situation we were in before. So Colton on top, Jetton on bottom. What? Really? Oof, that was. All right. Again, folks, I'm just a fan with a microphone, so sometimes I wonder what the official is thinking when he's thinking the right thing and I'm thinking the wrong thing. So
got about 5 seconds here left in the first.
Let's battle, Jetton. Let's battle. Okay. All right.
VC's up 11-0 after the first period here.
Tristan, do you remember? I'm way older than you. Do you remember when there was an NFL press conference and was it Herm Edwards said, "We are who they thought they were"? Anyway, Colton is we are who we thought he'd be. He's tough, but we got to fight. All right.
Colton takes a tech fall. Jetton now 45 and 43 in all time with 32 pins in his all time. As we move on to
Jake
145, I believe.
Yep, Jake Mattern up next. So here's a funny. Jake was 114 last year, and now he's 145 this year. Good, legs back, keep your legs back, keep your knees off the mat. Keep pulling them down. Good, Jake. That a boy. That a boy. Oh, pull that leg down. Come across the hips. Good. So Jake was fantastic there on the re-attack. Okay, his opponent came towards him. There's a split second. When you have an opportunity, your opponent attacks. You stop it. Usually they let their guard down for just a split second. If you can use that opportunity to re-attack, you're going to be successful a lot of times. So Jake did that, and God, I freaking already love this new out of bounds rule because they let them continue to wrestle, and there's no question about are they in or they out. It's an absolute. Do they have a point of contact in or not? So I think, man, if I was the officials, I would have pushed for this rule a long time ago.
So one thing I'm noticing with Jake here, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but coming up from that lower weight class, he seems to have a lot more speed and agility.
He's doing a good job
than most.
He's doing a really good job. A lot of times you see that if a kid's at a lower weight, you know, and I think it's sometimes it's a failure of the system that we teach bigger kids. This is how heavyweights wrestle. This is how big kids wrestle. That doesn't have to be the case. If you're an athletic kid and you know how to wrestle, you can do that at any weight class. You don't necessarily, heavyweights don't have to wrestle the same way. And you look at some, you know, U.S. had an Olympic champ, Gable Stevenson, Tokyo. He's a wrestler. You wouldn't, you know, he's not a heavyweight. He's a wrestler. And look at Jake. Good for him. And I would 1,000% make the argument Jake cut too much weight last year, and it affected his wrestling. And he, you know, good for him. He cut a bunch of weight. He had a starting spot, and he helped the team in a bunch of situations. But I don't think we saw Jake's best wrestling when he was 114 pounds, you know. So I think good for him. This is Jake, right? He's doing a good job. He's wrestling hard. He's wrestling well. So good on him for, you know, getting to the right weight per se and showing what he can do. Ooh, that's tight. Come on, buddy. Yep, push him over. Adjust. Now he's got to know where he's at, though. So we got the 4. I thought the 10 was going to 14. I thought we were up 14-0. Scoreboard shows 10, so we'll go with that. Pin him right here, Jake. Pin him. Oh, good fight by the Valley City kid. All right, good fight.
End of 2 up 14.
Oh, they're not done.
Jake, don't do that. You don't have to take those risks right now. Nah. It worked. Good for him. I might make the argument, and if I'm talking to Jake about that situation later, you don't need to take the risk of rolling across your back of 14-0. Obviously, you're only 1 point away from a tech fall, so if that's what you're shooting for, get the point. You don't need to. At any rate, I'm old and kids don't listen to me anyway. So Stetson up, senior. 4th place at state last year. Good shot. Attaboy. Minute 15 to go. Stetson leads 3-0. This is my first event with the new rules. Like we talked about, takedowns, near falls, out of bounds. So far, I like them. Seen a handful of college events with them, so college had the 3-point takedown last year.
Great spot here.
$35 to go. Finish the deal here, Stetson. That a boy. That's good. That's tight. Okay, yeah. Yes, that a boy. Good. When you got a chance, to finish it, let's finish it.
And Stetson, one of those leading guys too in tech falls and major decisions, alongside guys like Jetton and those guys up there. So we have Landon up now. Up there.
So you'll see the official count for near fall, and not sure if you can see it, but he's got 4 held down on the mat. Unless the wrestler changes the hold, he's not going to award the point. So you can't get 4 points with the same hold multiple times, right? Now he ended up pinning them, so they're not going to award those 4 points, but that's one thing, you just can't roll them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Difference, international wrestling, that's allowed and encouraged. But for folk style rules, as we call them, you got to break the hold.
Maddox Weigel up now in the 172.
Good attack, Maddox. Stay down on that leg. Still neutral, coming back. Minute and a half to go. Pulling that arm, Maddox. Pulling that arm. Good finish, buddy. So, kind of got a couple matches left here tonight. It's Cheyenne and Valley City right now. Next is going to be Valley City and North. And then the last duel of the night will be Cheyenne and North. So signal there is potentially dangerous. We talked about earlier. We're going to stop that hold before it gets to the point of injury. Nobody's at fault. It's kind of sometimes that's what happens with wrestling. You go into a spot where things might not be super comfortable for for everybody. That's not to say comfortable. Uncomfortable is a prerequisite to stop it. But, oh, that's good, Maddox. Good, 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 good. Good. He's got a half Nelson. There's the 10. Oh, 1 second left. Fantastic. Not sure if our fans online can hear the music selection, but playing a little Van Halen, which is right in my era. Tristan, you got no idea about Van Halen, do you?
I have a little bit.
So you would refer to that as classic rock.
Yeah. A lot of Hair Nation with my dad. So.
Oh, all right, that's good stuff.
Hair Nation, 80s rock, you know. It's the time my dad grew up in.
Some vague reference to Van Halen. That's fine. Oof. Let's get our arm back and come up.
So VC's up here early, 3-0. 45-11 team score. Cheyenne leads that.
Up. Now we come up. Yeah. So in that situation, you'll sometimes hear people talk about back pressure. You know, push back into your opponent. 30 to go. $13 weight classes in North Dakota High School Wrestling. We are at 189. Gives us 2 more weight classes to go. So the winner of the duel is determined. Even if Valley City were to pin the next 3, which I hope they don't, final score would be 45-29. So that part's predetermined, but you go out there and wrestle, right? We're here to wrestle, so. Oh, good scramble, Coming back in the middle, minute and a half. Got some Cheyenne Wrestling alumni in the house tonight. Hopefully we got some watching online too. Minute 10 to go. One thing I would suggest when we put our hand on the back of his neck, let's pull down. Snap down. Darn it. Battle. Now we got a battle. Well executed by Valley City. That was good technique. So, kind of mentioned it earlier. First duel of the year, we're learning. Let's learn. Doesn't matter if you're a senior or a freshman. Let's learn. Learn while we're out there.
So Landon McFarland at 215 for Cheyenne now. Second to last match, I believe.
You're correct. You're correct.
First duel.
Tristan, I assume are we going to take a break during this second duel?
I think we will stay on and let our viewers watch.
The stream will continue, but it will continue without our commentary.
And then we will come back at about 9 or 8, excuse me. And
these folks are missing out if we don't
there.
talk about wrestling. So they are definitely missing out. But we can't talk forever. We got to give our voices a break. Drink some honey. So take down Valley City. We got away. Now we got, set up our attacks, get back to it. Ah, yes, Landon, take that attack. So the hard part is, you want to tell a kid you gotta invest in setups, and in this situation right here, oh baby, circle, 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 circle. Be careful now. Legs back. You want to tell a kid invest in setups, right? Pulling on his head, creating angles, doing all this hard work stuff is going to pay off in the end. While you gotta believe there for a little bit. You gotta believe it's gonna pay off because it's not easy. It's freaking tiring to constantly pull down on a kid's head. It's tiring to constantly move your feet. So that's a little bit of blind faith there to do all those things and think they're gonna pay off in the end. Oof. Yeah, good. Nice. That's not near fall. And head and shoulders up here. Head and shoulders. Yep. Now come up. Yep. Keep pushing back into back pressure. Oof, oof. Come on, keep coming, keep back and forth. That a boy. Oh, you got to fight, right? Wrestling. Somewhat similar to boxing in that no matter how much you're getting whipped, if you pin the guy, you still win the match. If you knock him out, you still win the boxing match. So that's why you're fighting. You're continuing to fight. 9-1 lead is not insurmountable points-wise, and it doesn't matter how many points each guy has if it ends in a pin. So
15 seconds left here in the second. Landon's just trying for an upper hand or reverse there.
Headed to the third. Our choice. He's going to go neutral. Okay. I would say 3-point takedown, man. It's kind of a game changer. You can get back into it in a hurry. Snap that head. Pull that head down. When you're pushing into him, pull that head down. Keep pulling, buddy. See, he backs him off the mat. Yep. His left hand comes up. When you put your left hand on the back of his head, pull. Good. Good. Now the challenge is, and we talked about it earlier, it's hard, but do that 2 or 3 times in a row and see where it takes you. Minute to go in the third. Up. Yep, come up. Step over, straight that leg that he's holding on to. You got to straighten that out. I would say that's 3. Oh my gosh, I think that's our take. But hard, yeah, do it. Come on, buddy. It's our first stall warning of the night, I believe. You saw the referee's fist go up in the air. Coincides with the wrestler that he believes is not making enough effort. So 9-4 win for Valley City. That was a good match. I think both kids are going to walk away from that saying, I wrestled okay. I would change a couple things. So Caden Mansky wrestled 215 for most of last year. Wrestled 285 a couple times throughout the year and then at the end of the year. So keep pulling on that arm, Caden. Yep, keep the arm. Tristan, have you ever broadcast a wrestling match before?
I have not.
All right. Maiden voyage for you. Are you ever going to do it again?
Probably.
Okay, all right. So you're not going to quit just because you had to work with me?
No.
Okay, all right. That's fair enough. Keep pushing, Caden. We got a minute. We're in the middle of the mat. I think we're in a good spot.
Caden's just got to push that right leg.
Oh, boy. That's oh, good, okay. Little moment of trepidation there.
There you go.
I used Tristan's thesaurus to come up with trepidation, so. That's the end of the first one. 51-20 for the good guys. We are going to we're going to continue the stream for those fans that would like to watch Valley City North. As commentators and production staff, we're going to take a break, but we will be back when Cheyenne and North go. We're guessing it's going to be around 8, but we're not 100% sure. So stay tuned. We'll be back to it. So.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help of industry-leading faculty. Tap into the power of the herd and make unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. Don't wait. Find your adventure at North Dakota State University.
our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future. And if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us because it's always good to check in.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
If you're thinking about growing your family someday, we'd like to remind you of one simple thing. Babies bring us joy. With an unwavering commitment to delivering the highest quality care, Essentia Health is ready when your someday arrives. Essentia Health, caring for you and your future.
Tour the beautiful campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo. Learn about majors, scholarships, our free application process, and get a free t-shirt. Register now at ndsu.edu/visit.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, I think so.
One thing that I've always enjoyed about being a physician is just the patient and physician relationship.
Part of why I trusted him is because I felt more than just a patient.
We figured out the best situation for my injury, and we chose the one that would best fit me.
I'm a huge sports fan, have been my whole life and still am today. I have a strong desire to help people maintain their activity levels and to get back to doing the things that they are passionate about.
If you're thinking about growing your family someday, we'd like to remind you of one simple thing. Babies bring us joy. With an unwavering commitment to delivering the highest quality care, Essentia Health is ready when your someday arrives. Essentia Health, caring for you and your future.
I didn't know that I'd play football. I didn't know I'd go pro. I didn't even know if I'd get game time or score a touchdown. But there's one thing I always knew. That I'd never give up.
few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
So then when I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them, because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us.
Our goal is to get the best possible outcome for the patient. It's just a great feeling to know that you help that patient get back to doing the things they want to do.
And now I have a new hip that feels fantastic.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, yes, I think so.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future. And if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check.
Welcome back, folks, to the Cheyenne High School Triangular here. Mustangs now take on the Fargo North Spartans. The Spartans just beating out the Highliners in this last duel, beating them 37-36. Doing it for them was the 107 weight class Grady Johnson, getting the pin just to edge him out by that one team point. So this should be an interesting one here. We got the two winners of the previous duels going up against each other.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of competitive matches. I think I'm a biased fan, like I've said before. I think we're going to get after them. I do. I think. Obviously, should be a little more competitive than the first one, but we'll see. I think I believe in our guys.
I think one match to look out for is Hunter Salonek versus Grady Olofsson in the 114 class. That should be an interesting match, given that Grady won his along with Hunter winning his by pin. So we'll see how it goes.
So if you're a longtime wrestling follower, which we hope you are, you know we don't always start at the same weight class. This duel is going to start at 121. Typically when you have multiple duels throughout the course of the evening, they'll start one weight class higher each time. So the first, us in Valley City, was 107. The last one was 114. Now we're going to start tonight at 141, or excuse me, 121. We'll work our way all the way up through the lineup and then come back to 107 and 114. So sometimes purists, traditionalists say you should always start at the bottom and work to the top. Some people say just start, you know, basically like they do now. We have a random draw and start wherever. So, oof, do we?
I think we have an open, the first match opening up with that 121. So it will start at the 127, I believe.
I thought they just announced that Jackson Alexander would also have a forfeit. So it's possible. We're not sure. We'll just wait and see what happens. But there might be two forfeits to start the match. So
Jackson Alexander would have Isaiah Shep if they were to face off. So there's a new name. Juan Gonzalez joins the Mustangs here for duel number 2.
So North will be red and the visitors on the scoreboard. We'll be home, obviously, in green.
So we are about set for the last duel of the night. Fans, we'd like to remind you also that tomorrow night at 7:15, the girls basketball comes home to take on the Bismarck High Demons. That one will be streamed right here on Mustang Media, along with hopefully the Saturday stream once again with girls basketball, that time facing Minot at 2.
Are those the first
Those are the first
girls? Good.
home games, I believe, and I believe it's their first regular games too, if I remember right. Kind of kicking off the season at home. Not very many home games in like any sport, any winter sport generally. As we see the forfeit there off of the 120 or off of the 121 weight class, excuse me. Or the 127.
Good for Jackson because he got a forfeit last match. So I hate to see a kid get, well, let's see if they wrestle. No, he doesn't even get to wrestle tonight.
And, you know, even wrestling, you know, this is their only home game all the way, or home match all the way up until January 13th when they face the Central Knights. So a lot of road time for the Mustangs here early on in the winter as we get started off with the third and final duel of the night, as that'll be equipment, I believe.
Yeah, his headgear came unstrapped. Chase, take that shot, buddy. Oh, yeah, hold him.
That was a great job by Chase there, grabbing that neck and bringing it down. I know he talked about that in the first duel, Chris, on just repeatedly trying to get that neck and head down with your hand. As
so I think Chase would be, he'd be better off to push the pace a bit. Don't let this guy hang around. Push the pace, you know, see what happens. There's 3 2-minute periods, so you got 6 minutes to wrestle. Make the match as close to 6 minutes as you can.
.30 seconds left here.
Good. Across the hips, that a boy. Good. Well, 5 seconds left here in the first. 6-1 lead for Chase and Cheyenne. Good. Circle. Good. So here's where I would, I think I'm a big advocate of staying on the mat and wrestling. I would wrestle them off the mat so you can get a new start, because you're right on the edge. Probably not a lot's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the middle.
Like you talked about, Chris, those new rules in high school wrestling, that out of bounds rule, like you talked about in the first duel, used to be kind of all over the place, and now it's a little more set in stone.
Hold him on his back. Yes. Chest to chest. You want to get perpendicular. Get it right angles. Yeah. Oh, scoop his head. That a boy. Yep. There you go. Minute 15. Oh, jeez. Good. Yeah.
There you go.
He's pinned.
So Chase Clemenson opens up the official scoring for the Mustangs, as they had 2 forfeits right away. Chase Clemenson just bringing up 6 more on the pin. Jenton's back up in the 139 class. I believe Jenton won by technical fall in the first duel, if I remember right.
He lost by technical. That was good. Jenton never lacks action. Things are going to happen in matches he wrestles. Good, bad, or otherwise, things are going to happen. Fans never leave disappointed. Good. That's a good shot, buddy. Yep, follow. Good. I believe
He's got him over.
Jetton's got a couple sisters that are not in the area. Hopefully they're getting a chance to watch tonight. I know one of them was one of our viewers from last year, so there you go.
There we go.
Technical fall.
So the Mustangs off to an early start here, 23-0. First 2 were kind of given off of the forfeits, and then Jetton and Chase coming back in and picking up a technical fall and a pin. And we're on to the 145.
Jake looked good in his first one.
Got the leg.
Come across the waist. There, good. Oh, stay on. Nope, they're not going to give anything. Legs back, legs back. Legs back. Keep your, no, don't bring that leg up, Jake. Kick your legs back. Hips down. No. No. Legs back. So, we talked about it earlier. Stalemate official determines that action has kind of come to a stop. So we'll stop the match and start again. Golly, Jake. He puts out, he collar ties with his right hand. Pull. Yep. Oh, arm across the waist, Jake. That a boy. Good. Oh, push into him. Push into him. Okay, good. That's a good. It's a good finish of the period because you get the 3-point takedown and you don't leave your opponent a chance to respond, right? So 3-0 after one. Across the waist. Across the waist.
That's one thing we talked about in the first duel too, is Jake's speed.
Six nothing. About a minute to go here in the second. Now walk towards his head. That a boy. That a boy. Don't get too far over. Settle. 30 to go. Golly, that looks tight. Yep. Good job, Jake. Atta boy. I think these two wrestled last year, if I remember right. I think Stetson got after him. Good, Stetson. Keep the pressure on. Minute 15 to go. Stetson leads 5-0 on the strength of a 3-point takedown, 2-point near fall. Yup. Get out to the side, buddy. So the theory there, you know, obviously you're on top and you willingly let him go, giving him 1 point with the theory that you're going to get 3 points back on a takedown, hopefully. Pull him down, yep, pull down to the mat, Pull him down again. Oh, he's got a cradle. Oh, he's got it. Yup. It looks kind of dark over there. Did get some near fall. I don't know. Did he get all 4? Four near fall. Attaboy, Stetson.
So 12-1 lead here going into the second.
Norris choice, they deferred. We picked neutral. Boy, I feel good if Stetson stays on his offense. He's going to get after him. That's enough. Attaboy.
That'll be.
Award the.
Should be the tech here. Technical fall. So Stetson racks up some more for the Mustangs here. Now go up 35-0. And it's in Connor Johnson, the 152 class.
Attaboy. Go get it, buddy. Yep.
Got 30 left here.
Good. Yep. Attaboy. Last year, Connor Johnson's strategy was to keep it close. And I like this by Lannon. He is not willing to just let him hang around, so. I think we got an equipment timeout. Somebody's bleeding, maybe. Connor Johnson. Did he pick neutral? Yeah, he did.
So on to the second here.
Snap, Landon, pull on his head. Create action. You're willing to wrestle. That a boy, yes. Good shot. I'd let him go again. Oh, he's getting physical now. That a boy. Nah, that a boy. That a boy. That a boy.
So now we got Weigel back up in the 172.
Come on, Mad. Here we go, buddy.
Coming off of Landon's pin, putting them up 41-0 team score. That'll just be ran out there.
Good job, Maddox.
30 seconds transpired here. Maddox tried to get around there.
Minute to go. Maddox leads 7-1. Takedown, near fall, and then you let him go. Stay on the gas here, Maddox. Atta boy. Atta boy. Keep that arm. Keep that arm. Keep that bottom arm. Good. Oh, we might pin him out of this. Yeah, he's going to pin him. Oh, I thought he had him. Yep. There you go.
Drove that left-hand shoulder down, I believe, and just got him on that. So Alex Hall getting to forfeit there, 59, I believe it's going to be.
Juan Gonzalez makes his maiden voyage for the year.
Juan Gonzalez, a senior.
Juan made good strides last year. It's exciting to see a kid that, you know, is you're seeing some improvement from the outsider's perspective. Looks like he's excited to be out there, so go wrestle hard. Work hard in practice, wrestle hard in the match, and see what you can learn.
That'll be
somebody get poked in the eye. You know, normally, unless it's blatant, somebody gets poked in the eye the first time, they'll say, oh, it's incidental. Let's just stop and everybody get back to reality. Things happen after that. Sometimes they start awarding penalty points. Tristan, how many wrestling matches have you been to in your life before tonight?
Oh, I've I produced a lot of wrestling matches, so I'd say most of them from last year.
So you're pretty familiar with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Legs back.
Like I said, my grandpa wrestled in high school too, so know
That's
a
right.
pretty good amount from him. All the way up in Lakota, North Dakota.
Lakota, North Dakota. So here's
class of '66.
Here's the there has been one 6-time state champion in Class B wrestling in North Dakota. North Dakota has 2 classes of wrestling, A and B.
Yep.
One 6-time state champion. The only for Class B, the only 6-time state champ in Class B is from Lakota.
Yep.
His name is Dave Hilliard. I grew up in a Class B school. I had an older brother, so I followed wrestling, and I was a wrestling nerd. And that's how I knew. Now, geez, I wonder, because
back in my grandfather's time too, that was kind of the only time when they really had, football, wrestling, and maybe, if you were lucky, a volleyball team.
Yeah, there wasn't
much though.
In my era, and I'm not going to tell you my graduating class because I would date myself, but in Carrington, North Dakota, usually there was like 1 or 2 sports for boys in each season, fall, winter, spring. Like in winter, it was wrestling or basketball. Those were your 2 choices. If those weren't your sports, you were doing something else.
Just come on out.
There we go. Okay, so
kind of an escape right there, in a sense. Get them reset.
1 minute to go in the second. Juan's down 3-0. So. My alma mater has since greatly expanded their sports offerings. Baseball. Oh, come on, Juan. Nope. Now you got to fight, buddy. You got to fight. You got to push one of your arms through.
Oh.
All right. This Harper Schultz kid from North is tough.
I'd say that was a decent match, though, for Juan. Kind of first match of the year for him, I'm sure, and just obviously didn't wrestle in the first duel or anything like that. So good job to come out here, face a decent guy from North, and just
Caden Mansky. Here, 285. I would be curious to know what Caden weighs. I wonder if he's certainly not a full 285, not even close. I wonder how much over 215 he is. Coming off a obviously good football season with Horace. Oh, pulling that elbow, Caden, that a boy. Oh, now turn back. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Oh boy. This is fight, buddy. We got to fight now. Fight, Caden.
There you go.
Caden's brother Connor graduated last year, is now wrestling with the University of Mary. Hopefully he's watching his brother tonight.
Connor holds
he's not studying.
A lot of records here at Cheyenne, too, for wrestling. Leads and wins. I believe he leads most of the decisions and takedowns, too.
Caden, here we go. Oh, Caden, stay on the mat, buddy. Keaton. All right. Come on. 10 seconds to go.
So down 7-0 here with 2 to go.
We deferred.
Deferring, they'll select neutral, I believe.
Okay, Caden, here we go, buddy. A challenge to him right now, move your hands and move your feet. You don't want this match to be stand in front of each other and slug it out. Move your hands, move your feet. Okay, take down north. Up, Caden, up, head and shoulder. Oh, so all stalling on us.
Kind of questionable.
Oh, Caden. Okay, now we got one.
Like you said in the first duel, very possible to get out of such a deficit. Earning a pin would be one way, and then just fighting it out would be another.
Caden. Yeah. I think, man, we got basically half the match left. Half the second, all the third. I don't think you need to go for the homer yet.
30 seconds left here in second period. About 5 seconds left. I don't
So it's going to be Caden's
believe this
choice.
is going to go anywhere, as it won't.
Picks top, okay?
So Caden possibly being the lighter weight in this specific match, do you think top was the greatest choice there?
Well, the kid got away, so oh, Caden, that's not. I don't know that's. I don't know. Give me another 2 minutes on the clock to answer that question. That's easy, right?
Yeah.
I think wherever he's at, he needs a higher activity level.
Yeah.
Neutral, top, bottom, doesn't matter. I think he wants to wrestle more. He should get into more.
So probably neutral. The way it sounds, you're probably saying neutral would have been the best choice for Caden specifically there. Or top. So in grand decision, it was a possible right one.
This one's gonna. If we're gonna win this, it's gonna end in a pin. So.
Minute left. Almost just need a good shot right here.
Yup, go for his head. Go for.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds. This one is going to come out for the Spartans.
Okay, now we watch the big guys. Now we're going back to the bottom. 107. My guess is these two kids have wrestled before. Maybe not in varsity, but sometime throughout their youth careers they've wrestled before. Pull on that elbow, Jack.
Oh, good. There we go.
Oh, that was careful here. The funny part is we're still on top. I hear words loss of control. Good call. We were not in control anymore. Minute to go, 3-1 for Jack. Good shot. That was a good scramble. Jack got to his leg.
That's going to be called out here.
Johnson. Okay.
Oh. So 10 seconds here. Period 1. Just end there. And go into period 2 here. Jack's up 3-1. Ooh, just missed a shot there.
Yup, you got it. Oh, lock the hands. Okay.
Oh.
Good. Step over. Good.
By 5 now.
Minute to go in the second, 6-1 for the Mustangs. Jack's on top. Looking comfortable on top, but not turn. Okay. Pull him down to the mat.
30 seconds here.
Jack. Don't let him off the hook right there. Don't let him back off the mat with his hands on his heads. Hands on his head. Man, I'm too excited. I passionately believe in some things, Tristan.
Yeah.
North's choice is going down. We lead 6-2. That's a false start. Oh, get off your hip, Jack. Okay. Yep. No. Get in. Fight. Don't lose that grip. Okay. You can see he's got his grip around the one leg. Keep those hands together. Technically, he's still in control. And there's a stalemate, so we're going to go back to the situation that we started there. In my brain, a lot of top and bottom wrestling is initiative, because if you're constantly doing something, your opponent constantly has to fight that, right? So instead of doing their own offense, instead of whatever their own offensive moves are, they're fighting off your moves. Again, we're still in control, according to the official. There's another stalemate. So if we let him go, we go to 6-3, then 9-3. So we'd have to take him down twice. I don't know if that's feasible in the last 38. But here's the other thing with a 3-point takedown. You don't want, if he gets away and takes us down, then it's tied. What, Jack? Suck, Jack. Yup. Come on, buddy. Get big here. Oh, Jack. Oh, whew. Okay. Oh, no change.
3 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, that looked like a match of kids that have wrestled before.
So last match of the night here, the one I kind of talked about before this duel, as Grady will take a forfeit.
Aww.
And that'll be the end of it. So the Mustangs take the second duel 62-10. After taking the first one, that one was 50-20. So a little more lopsided if you truly think about it. Granted, with all the forfeits that went on in this one and the stuff along with that, you know, a lot of guys came out, fought really hard. You know,
good duel. Good duel. Obviously, the first one or two of the year, you're looking for trends, and our you know, you've been practicing for 3 or 4 weeks. Are the things we're doing in practice applying to what we're doing on the mat? First time making weight for the kids. How do they feel making weight? How do they feel performing a couple hours after they make weight? So obviously a couple things you look at. Good effort for the Mustangs, and that's, yeah, you know, one of the biggest things is how's our energy level, how's our effort level. We want to go out there and we want to create action. So all in all, a Scoreboard agreed, but a good effort for the Mustangs tonight.
So that about does it. Got anything else to add?
We obviously appreciate the work of Mustang Media. From the fan perspective, we appreciate it, and from our perspective, we appreciate the support and the viewership of our fans out there.
So just to remind you fans, we are back here again tomorrow night. That one is for girls basketball. They play the Demons from Bismarck at 7:15, and then on Saturday, which I just received word that we are not covering, they will still be playing here against Minot at 2 p.m.
Watch on Friday.
You can
watch the stream Friday. Get out here on Saturday.
So if you're not doing anything, just make sure you come on down. And so that about does it. For everyone up here in the booth, I'm Tristan Murrock.
I'm Chris.
Good night, folks.
Thank you.